motherfuckers? This is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another motherfucking goddamn live video. And today's video is simply titled WWE Clash at the Castle Review. So the Clash at the Castle was pretty good. It was pretty decent. It wasn't a terrible event at all, honestly. There was a lot of good matches. There was the crowd was pretty hype. The setting looks really nice. The ring and the whole setup looks really nice and stuff like that. So it was a pretty good event. We'll start off with Sheamus versus Gunther, Walter, whatever the fuck his name, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Sheamus got his motherfucking ass whipped. I mean, Sheamus got his fucking ass whooped. He looked like he motherfucking owed Gunther like $40,000, and Gunther had money on his head. Sheamus got his ass whipped. He did. He got his motherfucking ass whipped. I mean, it looked like he had stole something from Gunther. The way Gunther was beating Sheamus' ass, it looked like he stole something. And that is just a big display right then and there, ladies and gents, to all the motherfucking AEW Pack Smokers. Shout out to the AEW Pack Smokers. That just shows you don't have to do high-flying moves to put on a good match. That was old school fucking hogs just fucking beating the fuck out of each other. Sheamus was getting his ass whooped. Now, Walter was getting his ass whooped too. But look, you would have thought that motherfucker Sheamus got into a fight with a motherfucker with a machete the way his fucking chest looked. I don't know what that fucking ticket noise is. I don't know why that shit happens. Whatever. That's fine. It's a weird-ass ticket noise that just randomly happens for some reason. Anyway, so Sheamus got his ass whooped. He got his motherfucking ass whooped. Like, that was just two brutes just beating the fuck out of each other. At the end of the day, with that one, Walter wins. Of course, Walter won. I don't think Sheamus was meant to take the belt off Walter. We'll see what happens for Walter and Sheamus going further. I'm pretty sure they will fight again, and Sheamus will get his motherfucking ass whooped again. Then you had whatever the fuck, Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Shirai, whatever her name is, versus Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss. I didn't really give a fuck about this match. The only thing I really gave a fuck about is that the women looked good as hell. They were sexy as hell. But fucking Bianca Belair did take the pin. So Bailey beat her. I don't know what is going to happen with that, nor do I really care. Put them in some bikinis. Fuck it. What was the next match after that? Then you had the Mysterio, fuck Dominic Mysterio. Straight up. Fuck Dominic Mysterio. Fuck that dude. That dude, man, he is not good. Like, the boy is just not fucking good. He can't be a heel. He can't be a babyface. He can't get fucked by a dominatrix. Like, what the fuck can he do? Send his ass to NXT, please. Then you had, like I was saying, Edge and Rey Mysterio versus the Judgment Day. Pretty decent match. Good pace. Crowd was really into it. I really don't have any complaints about that. Edge did with a 619. That was pretty fire. Edge is pretty fire, but sometimes I just feel like Edge is just on TV a little too much. I do fuck with Edge. I love Edge as a wrestler. I always have, and as a character. But I feel like sometimes they just use Edge too much. At the end of the day, Dominic Mysterio helped. Edge and Rey Mysterio won, and then Dominic Mysterio kicked him in the balls. Kicked Edge in the balls, and then he clotheslined. He fucking clotheslined Rey Mysterio. So that means that Dominic turned on his dad. What that means going further means absolutely fucking nothing, because Dominic Mysterio needs to put his ass back in motherfucking NXT. He needs to go to NXT. I don't give a fuck if he hang out with the Judgment Day. They cannot help him cut promos. They do not make him look tough. Dominic Mysterio just looks like a little kid with a black t-shirt on. So yeah, that's that. Pretty decent match. Good match. Then you have Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking Shayna Baszler. I'm not trying to talk about no potato face ass females. Liv Morgan looked good as fuck. Liv Morgan beat Shayna Baszler. The match was okay. I didn't really see a lot of botches. For a point of time in the match, you did think that Liv Morgan was going to lose, but I think they're just doing that right now till they get to the point where they can turn Liv Morgan heel. Hopefully it's soon, because she'll probably be a better heel than babyface. As a babyface, she has no personality at all. She just has this underdog thing to her, and she's no longer an underdog. She's a champion. So, yeah. That match was okay. It was just like the Bianca Belair and what's the name of that match? I mean, it was okay, but I mean, Liv Morgan looked good as hell in her little white outfit. She looked good as hell. But yeah, of course you had Shayna Baszler in there fucking it up. And then you had the next matchup that you had was Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle. That match was pretty damn good. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't see no real Will Ospreay or whatever the fuck those dudes putting on matches like those two did. I mean, I'm pretty sure people will say they do, because people cocksuck New Japan Wrestling and Japanese wrestling and all that shit. I don't have a problem with it. I just don't cocksuck it. That match was pretty fucking good, and there's a lot of like heat and storylines and charisma in this type of fucking match. I'm not the biggest Matt Riddle fan. I don't really like wrestlers who walk around with no shoes on. I don't think that's safe, nor do I think that's healthy. I think that's fucking disgusting. But whatever. To each his own. I guess Matt Riddle do what the fuck he do. Who cares? And then what's another thing? I think that the heat that Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle have between each other is really cool, because they can actually do this match and really not like each other in real life. Now, they could possibly like each other. I seen the interview with Seth. Seth really don't fuck with Riddle after defending his wife. He is going to defend his wife. It's going to happen regardless. A man is going to defend his wife, even if she's in the fucking wrong. She was in the wrong, comment on shit dealing with the fucking women's wrestlers, but it is what it is. They put on a pretty good show, a pretty good match. Seth beats him, curb stomp off the top rope, which looked fucking nasty. It didn't look as nasty as Sheamus' chest did, because Sheamus looked like he got hit with an axe in the chest, but it looked fucking nasty. It was a pretty good match. Yeah, I can't complain about that. That Seth versus Matt Riddle was a really good match. It was decent. I don't give out stars. I'm not a fucking third grade teacher. I don't give a fuck about stars and all that shit. It was a good match. It was more high fly, faster speed, so it kind of caters to the guys who like indie wrestling. Those guys are kind of considered indie wrestlers. I mean, fucking Walter is an indie wrestler too, but he will just whoop your motherfucking ass. Walter will fuck you up. He'll fuck you up. I was in the motherfucking store with my homeboy. We was watching that shit, and he was just telling me, he was like, Sheamus getting his motherfucking ass whipped. Like, he was beating his ass. Walter did his best Ike Turner impersonation on Sheamus' ass. He whooped his motherfucking ass. Sheamus was getting his ass beat. And I'm still stuck on that, because that was a really good fucking match. Just two big guys just beating the fuck out of each other. I really enjoyed that match. And then you had the match with the motherfucking tribal chief, by the way, we'll say. Them ones, shout out to them ones. Shout out to them motherfucking ones. Shout out to the tribal chief. Shout out to my motherfucking bloodline. And like I said, he's best for business, bitches. Roman Reigns is best for business. This is the reason why. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Pretty decent match. Two big guys slugging it out. Two hosses in the ring. I'm not a big Drew McIntyre fan because of his charisma. I like him as a heel. I don't like him as a babyface. That's just the facts. Drew McIntyre was a heel. He's pretty good. Drew McIntyre as a babyface, Scott is psychopath. I kind of miss that character a lot. At the end of the day, the little baby brother of the Usos, he came down, or came from wherever the fuck he came from, and helped Roman win. Solo Sikoa helped him win. So now the bloodline is even stronger than it was before, which we expected that to happen. But he's going to have to get a championship. And And I don't want Solo Sikoa to go against Walter. Walter will fuck his ass up. Walter, it doesn't matter if he a street champion. Walter is fighting motherfuckers like he Kimbo Slice from the hood. He will whoop your fucking ass. So I don't want him to fight for that belt. Good luck, Solo Sikoa, because you're going to get your ass whooped. But, yeah, Roman Reigns is best for business. That is the reason why Roman Reigns is still the champion. Because right now, Drew McIntyre is just not the guy who needs the belt. Now, maybe if they split the belts up, sent Drew McIntyre to Raw, that would make a lot of sense. And kept Roman on SmackDown, sent Cody to SmackDown. I don't like booking. I think booking is fucking lame. Us booking is lame as hell because we are not bookers. We are just YouTube podcasters or reviewers. But yeah, like, it was a pretty decent match. I can't complain. Drew's old theme came back for like 35 seconds. Whatever. At the end of the day, Drew lost the motherfucking match. The crowd was not too happy about it. I like how Roman stopped the middle of the match and told him to fucking acknowledge him in the middle of the fucking match. That was pretty fire. I think that was tight. Roman is killing that character. Whoever says he's not killing that character, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Everybody got their own opinion. I don't, hate people's opinion, but in my opinion, Roman is killing that motherfucking character as the tribal chief. Shout out to the tribal chief. The motherfucker been champion for 2 years. So, yeah. That's the legendary championship reign, just to let y'all know. Legendary as fuck. Can't nobody else do it. CM Punk too busy getting beat up, fighting the Young Bucks and getting hit in the face with a fucking chair, or whoever got hit in the face with a chair. We'll talk about that sometime during the week. That'll come up. But yeah, at the end of the match, Roman left with Solo Sikoa. They went to the back. Good pictures, good little viewing of Roman with the 2 belts. Then... I forgot. Theory tried to cash in. Tyson Fury punched him in the face. Whatever. I don't know why the fuck Theory came out anyways, because he wasn't going to cash in. Roman wasn't letting that happen. And then at the end of the match, they were in the ring singing. Now, that part was fucking stupid as fuck. What the fuck are they singing for? Don't nobody even give a fuck about none of them songs you singing. Y'all should have gotten in the ring and sung Shorty Like Mine by Lil Bow Wow and what's her name? That shit would have been more lit. But singing that other shit you singing, maybe that's to them people who live there. They like that. I don't know. That shit was dumb as hell. At the end of the day, Clash at the Castle was a really decent pay-per-view. WWE has been putting on really decent pay-per-views, decent shows. AEW's in fucking trouble. Tony Khan, you are in trouble. It don't matter if you say, I'm not taking this shit. I ain't taking this shit. You ain't got nobody else to buy, Tony. It's over. Go look up the rise and fall at AEW and holla at me. It's over. WWE has consistently keep putting on good shows. So that's just it. There is nothing else that can be done. It is over, Tony Khan. Big Paul got that shit now. Quit being a pussy on the fucking internet and in interviews and get some fucking control of your business. Because your business is going to end up in the fucking ground if you don't get control of your business. And I know this is turned into about Tony Khan. It is always still fuck Tony Khan because he is a fucking idiot. You give CM Punk this much power and you think CM Punk is not going to act an ass? He has acted an ass in every fucking wrestling company he has ever been in. Every single one. Even acting ass in that UFC, he was getting his ass whooped like Sheamus was. So, why are you surprised? We'll talk about that later on down in the week. At the end of the day, WWE Clash at the Castle was a pretty good pay-per-view. Besides, like, the women's matches weren't bad. They were good. I didn't see any botches or anything terrible, but they sometimes just don't interest me, I like seeing sexy women, but I don't know. Bayley's ass was looking thick as hell. Even though Bayley is not the cutest in the face, she was looking thick as hell. That's beside the point. Clash at the Castle was a good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I watched the full thing. There's not a lot of times where I want to watch a full WWE pay-per-view, but lately I have been wanting to watch it and full episodes of Raw and full episodes of SmackDown, which is really good. I still think Paul needs to stop bringing these small indie guys in. We do not want these motherfuckers as champion. You got enough good guys. Go get Aleister Black. I know he wants to come his ass back. And Andrade, maybe Daniel Bryan, and then close up shop. That's it. We already know Bray Wyatt coming back soon. Everybody know I fuck with Bray Wyatt. Even though some people don't. They call him fat. They call him lazy. I like Bray Wyatt. I fuck with Bray Wyatt. At the end of the day, Clash at the Castle was pretty fucking good. I'm looking forward to Extreme Rules to see what the fuck is going to happen. I'm looking forward to seeing what is the next step for Paul's regime as the head of everything pretty much right now. I'm really looking forward to seeing that shit. It should be an exciting world of events, if that's the right term. I think it's the right term. I don't fucking know. At the end of the day, Clash of the Castle has been fucking good. It was fucking good. This has been Master Marks. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment. Tell us if you hate us. Tell us if you love us. Yeah, tell me what you think about Clash at the Castle. What do you think they could have did better? What do you think was missing? Tell me if you looked at all the women's booties and all that shit in the comment section. By the way, Tony Khan does not know how to run a company. Fuck Tony Khan. Fuck CM Punk. Fuck the Young Bucks. Fuck Ace, whatever the fuck his name is. I have no clue. This has been Mask and Marks. I am out this bitch.